Now on Coast TV News.
The ACLU pushes for guidelines.
That needs to be very clear what those situations are.
A request for clarity when it comes to local police and ICE actions.
A fresh pair of kicks.
They are so excited to have something new.
1,000 pairs of shoes for Sussex County kids in need.
A decent weekend on the way for Delmar, but maybe a few showers Saturday night, then windy and much colder beginning on Sunday. Details coming up.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
This letter to the governor calling for new rules in Delaware. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis in for Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. Our top story tonight is the ACLU of Delaware calling for new rules statewide after Seaford police got involved in an ICE arrest. Here are the details of that arrest. Seaford police say that they were called to help federal ICE agents at the Seaford Lowe's. Officers say ICE agents were trying to arrest somebody when that person allegedly fought back and ran off. According to Seaford police, the suspect was found hiding under a utility trailer nearby. Officers helped hold the scene and move the trailer so federal agents could take the person into custody. Seaford police say the suspect got a minor injury and was treated until medics got there. They say ICE is handling the case from here.
And now this 4-page letter sent to Delaware Governor Matt Meyer details the American Civil Liberties Union of Delaware's. It details their stance on arrests like the one last week in Seaford. The ACLU claiming, quote, vague requests for local police assistance is just a way for ICE to weaponize local law enforcement against the people of Delaware. Coast TV reporter Brandon Ferguson joins us live in Georgetown. Brandon, Georgetown police say they do have ICE protocols.
Christina, the Georgetown Police Department tells us that they do get notified when ICE is here in town, but they do not help the agency directly. That's something the ACLU of Delaware says they want spread statewide. Local police assisting ICE operations in Delaware.
I think assisting is fine.
And we want there to be some very specific guidelines.
ACLU of Delaware Executive Director Mike Brickner claims local police are often called for the wrong reasons by ICE.
These types of calls can be a backdoor way to try and get assistance from state and local law enforcement to helping with federal immigration work. And we don't want that to happen.
Brickner says if calls are confirmed to be threatening to the public, local police should then act accordingly.
State and local law enforcement could respond, but that needs to be very clear what those situations are.
The ACLU of Delaware requests that Governor Matt Meyer responds by November 20th to this letter, with the hopes Governor Meyer creates clear rules on when local police can respond to ICE operations. Georgetown local Beth Bachman has no problems with police assisting as long as the right people are being detained.
I don't want them to be in the forefront. That's what ICE gets paid to do, but I don't have a problem with it.
Coast TV attempts to reach the governor for a comment on this story have not been returned. Brickner also questions ICE's credibility because of videos he has seen showing them using aggressive enforcement tactics across the country. Live in Georgetown, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
We also reached out to Delaware State Police regarding this. They said, quote, Delaware State Police does not have any formal agreements with ICE. Our mission remains focused on ensuring public safety for all Delawareans and visitors to our state. Regarding any potential future requests from ICE, Delaware State Police does not engage in hypotheticals. We assess real-time situations based on their immediate public safety impact and respond accordingly, unquote.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should Delaware update police guidance on ICE?
Let's take a look at the results here. It looks like 40% are saying yes, they should clarify roles. 56% say it's not needed. 3% needs a review. 1% don't know.
And if you want to go vote in this poll, you can go to coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. And Christina will have some updates for you tonight at 11.
Yep. Now let's take a live look into Lewis and turn things over to our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey. Good evening, Bob.
Christina, pretty decent weather heading into the weekend. A little breezy and cool out there today. And we're already seeing temperatures dipping into the 40s now. 49 Georgetown, Millsboro 48. A little milder at the beaches, 50 Rehoboth, 52 Indian River Inlet. The winds finally coming down. It was a breezy day, but a lot of places showing calm winds right now. We have a lot in the way of cloudiness, nothing in the way of rain as we're in this northwesterly flow. So lots of clouds, even some showers across eastern PA and snow across New England. But we've got lots of clouds upstream, and we're going to be seeing that tonight. So heading out, expect temperatures falling from the 50s into the 40s. Here's Futurecast at 9. We're into the upper 40s and then dipping even more through the overnight hours. But it's a slow decrease with the cloud cover. At least the winds will calm down. And for the weekend, we're looking at some changes on the way, especially Sunday with wind and cold returning. More on that coming up a little bit later on.
Thank you, Bob. The One Rehoboth Hotel is set to go on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. That hotel will be going where the iconic Red Dolly sign used to hang. It was a landmark in Rehoboth Beach. But the project has been approved for almost a year. However, the building, it still remains untouched. Originally, a date was supposed to be talked about at today's Planning Commission meeting, but the city told us that conversation has now been moved to a December 12th meeting. Plans show the project will include 60 hotel rooms and retail space on the first floor. We spoke with one person walking the boardwalk who says they told us what they think about the current state of the building there.
A whole facelift, period, of this corner. So, and like I say, the Bellhaven's over in that corner where Candy Kitchen is, and that'd be another my project, a facelift and a new era for the boardwalk.
Now, demolition did begin in late April on the old Sirocco Motel that sits behind this building on Baltimore Avenue. But for right now, the rundown building is just sitting there on the boardwalk.
Boats in your driveway. That might be a thing of the past in Dewey Beach. That is, if a new set of property standards passes through town's committee. The proposed rules cover a variety of topics. One example, boats or large things like campers, those would not be allowed in the driveway. Under the proposal, violators will get a warning and then progressive fines for repeat violations. One Long Neck visitor spoke from experience.
In the area I live, we have an HOA, and I think they are meaningful, but if you're someone that takes care of your property, I don't think it's needed.
This proposed code is not final. The town's Charter and Code Committee will hear review at their meeting next Tuesday. Once they finalize a set of rules, that proposal would then be set to the town council for a review in Dewey Beach.
A big donation arrived in Millsboro today, one that will help hundreds of local kids. It's thanks to a grant from Clothing Our Kids, who works with a California-based nonprofit called Shoes That Fit. Both organizations say they are dedicated to ensuring every child has access to clean, comfortable clothing and shoes. And as CoastTV News reporter Nicole Richter shows us, a large shipment of brand new shoes was just delivered.
People bringing in boxes. It's delivery day at the Clothing Our Kids Center.
They're just so proud to have those shoes and those clothes to wear.
Volunteers in Millsboro unloaded a massive donation of 1,000 pairs of brand new shoes.
They are so excited to have something new, like some of the kids, their peers, their friends in school.
The new kicks coming straight from California, all to help support Sussex County kids in need. Wanda Williams, who's volunteered at Clothing Our Kids for almost 3 years, knows just how much this donation will mean.
Having watched some of the kids receive clothes and pajamas and shoes, the look on their face is priceless.
Started in 2012, Clothing Our Kids says it has been able to help more than 40,000 young people with over 259,000 items of clothing.
There's a tremendous need in this county, and it saves us a lot of money.
Kimberly Plum, a volunteer at the organization, explains why the work is so personal to her.
Well, my husband grew up very poor. I'm going to get teary-eyed. So it really matters to me because I know how he felt, only having 2 pairs of pants and 3 hand-sewn shirts. So we know we're making a difference in the children's lives.
Because these are more than donations for the kids that will get these new shoes, they are boxes packed with help and hope.
And as you can see behind me, I'm inside the sorting room where volunteers have already unpacked the boxes. Now they're packing up the orders for the schools in need. They say that these orders will be delivered out next week. In Millsboro, I'm Nicole Richter, Coast TV News.
And we are just getting started tonight.
The city of Milford, the agreement they made with DelDOT to brighten up Route 113.
Here's a live look into Lewis on the Irish Ice Cam. 49 degrees. It's cooling down, a lot of cloud cover. Congratulations to Judy Turner from Lewis on winning a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV. Looks like a pretty decent weekend on the way. I'll have your full forecast coming up a little bit later on.
But first, there are plenty of ways to get into the holiday spirit this weekend. Your cool things to do when we're back in just 60 seconds.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It's cold outside, but there's plenty of hot events happening this weekend. Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis, she's got your cool things to do.
Some may say it's too soon, but at Shellville, it's officially the holiday season starting tomorrow. It's the first day of the 2025 Holiday Village and the tree lighting at 6 p.m. If you're not in the holiday mood yet, Shellville will fix that. There's also a holiday market happening in Millville Saturday morning from 10 to 2 at 2 locations, Millville Town Hall and Evans Park. You can help raise money for the Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park at their annual boutique and book sale. That's on Saturday from 9 to 2. It's at the Officers Club, and you're going to find holiday decorations, handcrafted items, and plenty of books. And on Sunday, you can get out and enjoy the Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge with a guided walk through the trails. Just meet in the main parking lot of Prime Hook at 3:30. Visit coasttv.com and click on Cool Things to Do for event details, tickets, and more. And coming up next, Bob Trihey's in the Coast TV First Alert Weather Center with a decent weekend forecast, but turning windy and colder again. He has your full forecast after this.
Pretty nice end to the work week for Delmarva. We had some breezy conditions today. It was cool. A high of only 55 in Georgetown and Salisbury, 56 Wallops Island, and 56 in Ocean City. But it felt much cooler with the breezes out there. Now those winds are calming down. We're looking at the Drytech cam right now. And this evening, breezy, partly cloudy skies, and good football weather. Temperatures falling from the 50s into the 40s. And then this weekend, Saturday, increasing clouds. Could see some showers tomorrow night into early Sunday. Not a big deal. The bigger deal is Sunday. It turns windy and colder. But this evening, make sure you bundle up a bit for Friday Night Lights. 47 at kickoff, 44 at halftime. Chilly and dry, but once again, dress warm. We're down to 47 in Millsboro, Delmar, and Gumboro right now. 47 in Long Neck. Lewis, 51, 50 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth. As the winds have calmed down, in fact, many inland spots are calm with those winds, so that's good. At least we have that going. And we have a lot of clouds as well, and even some showers perhaps up into New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and that white is snow across New England as we're in a strong northwesterly flow right now and a lot of clouds. So we'll be dealing with those clouds tonight and tomorrow. Here's another cold front across the northern plains. That one is going to bring much colder air headed our way as we go into later Sunday. Here's Futurecast this evening. Lots of clouds. Temperatures falling from the 50s into the 40s, and those clouds act as a blanket, keeping us a little warmer. So through the overnight, here's midnight, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but we start to see some breaks later tonight, and that will allow temperatures to fall into the 40s, maybe some upper 30s inland. Otherwise, out the door in the morning, 40s and 50s. Then we're looking at a partly cloudy Saturday on the way, and not too bad in the afternoon. Lower 60s, maybe even mid 60s from Delmar into Salisbury, with some 50s at the coast as the winds start to pick up out of the southwest as a warm front is headed our way. And as that warm front moves in, we could see a few showers into Saturday evening. Not expecting a lot of rain, maybe up to about 1/4 of an inch, and that could linger into Sunday morning. And then the front comes through, and we're going to see wind shifting to the northwest and temperatures dropping. I think the warmest highs will be in the morning hours and then falling through the 50s into the afternoon. Lower 50s by later afternoon, falling even more. I think by Monday morning, we're going to be into the upper 30s. Along the coast on Saturday, mid 60s from Lewis to Dewey Dewey Beach and back into Ocean City with light winds, and those winds will start to pick up as we go into Sunday, and those will be cold winds over 30 miles per hour. Still breezy and cold into Sunday, as feels like temperatures are in the 30s and feeling like upper 20s by Tuesday morning, and only 40s during the day on Tuesday. Little clipper system could give us a few showers on Tuesday, otherwise not too bad. 39 variable clouds and chilly tonight, 63 mild side tomorrow. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Falling temperatures Sunday and then only near 50 Monday and Tuesday. Showers possible on Tuesday, and then temperatures warming up after that into the lower 60s by Friday under mostly cloudy skies.
Thank you again, Bob. In Milford, Route 113 may soon be brightening up. This week, the Milford City Council unanimously approved an agreement with DelDOT to add new roadway lighting along the stretch between Airport Road and Route 1. The project would install energy-efficient LED lights, with DelDOT covering design and construction and the city handling maintenance and utility costs. City leaders say the upgrade is needed to improve safety along the busy road, which sees a lot of foot traffic.
There's a lot of businesses along there. Any improved safety that we can for pedestrians. Not all pedestrians travel by car, so ones that are walking and biking will definitely have increased lighting, so everyone will be a lot safer in the area.
Milford city leaders say the project is planned to begin in the next fiscal year.
Tonight, a local high school is hopeful to keep its state playoff run alive against a school from across the bridge. DSN's Darren Wallace and Ian Nichols breaking down Wye High and Gwynn Park ahead of the big matchup.
Welcome into the press box at Wicomico County Stadium. I'm Darren Wallace, joined by my colleague Ian Nicholas. And Ian, we got some MPSSAA second round action. It's the 2 and the 3 seed, the Tribe of Wye High, hosting a team from across the bridge from PG County, Gwynn Park. And Gwynn Park is led by a quarterback in Will Butler, already fielding some Division I baseball offers, and he's quite the exceptional football player in his own right.
He really is, and that's what's honestly the most exciting part of this matchup for me, Darren, is both of these teams can air it out and trust their quarterbacks to make really complicated reads down the field. You don't see that often in high school football, so I think regardless of who you're rooting for tonight, both quarterbacks, they can provide some fireworks.
Well, I talked to head coach of Wye High, Matt McMurdo, earlier this week, and one of the last times that Wye High was on this field, his quarterback, Landon Roach, played what he would call one of the worst games he's ever played in his career. He's trying to reverse that trend today and keep the Tribe's state playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, I think Landon Roach, this team rides and dies with him. They've got plenty of talent, plenty of guys who, like you mentioned, could end up playing at the college level. And while Roach might be a little bit on the smaller side, he really is a gunslinger from the pocket and an emotional leader.
Should be an exciting matchup between number 2 and number 3 in the 2A East Regional Playoffs. Tune in to the Delmarva Sports Network right now if you want to catch the action. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good night on the peninsula.
Heading out this evening, won't need the umbrella, definitely need the heavier jacket though. Temperatures in the 40s, a lot of cloud cover, so a slow fall in those temperatures. Some places, I think, into the upper 30s tomorrow morning, and then 63, your Paul Davis 10-day forecast tomorrow. Then a sharp cold front, now 62 Sunday, but plummeting temperatures behind a cold front, becoming very windy and falling into the 30s Monday morning, 50 Monday, just above freezing Tuesday morning, 49 Tuesday. But it's a quick shot of cold weather because then we start to warm up through the week ahead. Maybe another chance of showers by next Saturday, but we're up to 64. So still some 60s this fall season, not bad.
Dips. We're going to get dips. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, it's a battle of the seasons.
We'll be all right. Thank you,
We'll be
Bob.
fine.
And thank you for joining us for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.